Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. We are back for the next installment of the Efrl Broadway Deisel Performance Service and Repair Truck Series. Looks like we're got some trucks lining up on the back stretch for a photo shoot. We got 4 minutes left before we get down to business and get to qualifying. Let's go over our point standings real quick. Alright here. Let's take a look at these two trucks here real quick. We got some new trucks for the 09 and the 90. They're all the dirt and Falcon Graphics sponsored trucks for those two drivers tonight. We're getting some better looks at those as they head out onto the track. Truck's looking good, doing some burnouts. Alright. For our truck series, Adara Esports has taken over the lead from Misfit Toys. We got Tyler Aspinall Racing in third, followed by Far North Motorsports in fourth, Mooselander Racing in fifth, Esports Racing Association in sixth, Dakfu Enterprises Incorporated, that's one of the trucks you're looking at right now on your screen, the 09, in seventh, TriStar Motorsports in ninth, eighth, and 10th. It's going to be a long night. In ninth, we got JTD Motorsports. I don't believe these updated properly. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go to the official results here and take a look. Dan Park and Josh Fox and their new all the dirt sponsored trucks. Those are some pretty wild paint schemes from Falcon Graphics. So if you're looking for a vehicle looking to be painted, come check out Falcon Graphics. Alright. Brian Lorenzo has taken over the first place. Josh Fox is in second. Frank Hughes in third. Nick Fuller in fourth. Will Cloud in fifth. We've got Brad Stefan up to sixth. In seventh, we've got Jeffrey Israel Jr. Tyler Aspinall in eighth. He dropped 3 positions. Justin Hughes in 9th, John Bartlett up 4 positions in 10th, Wayne Lowe in 11th, Stoney Benfield in 12th, William George in 13th, Daniel Park up 6 positions up to 14th, Ryan Green dropped a little bit, Austin Green dropped a little bit, he is down to 15th, Donnie Bartlett has gained 5, he is up to 16th, Dominic Hughes in 17th, Dean Demur in 18th. He has won 2 races back-to-back here with us, the dirt race and the one before that. Zach Thornton in 19th, Lee Krause in 20th. And we are getting ready to run qualifying. Get some of these gentlemen out on the track. See who can set the fastest time tonight. Like Justin Hughes is going to be one of our first trucks on the track. In that 03 Chevrolet. Justin is a member of Misfit Toys, currently in second place. Justin's first lap is going to put him currently 7th. Wayne Lowe in the 04 jumps to the top of the leaderboard with a 31.27. Last week's winner, Dean Demur, jumps to the top of the leaderboard with a 31.20, followed by the 83 of Dominic Hughes, 4/100ths of a second off, followed by the 81 of Smith. Very close times. Josh Fox going out to set his quick time down. Josh is last season's champion. Leaderboard with a 31.19. Tyler dominated the Cup Series last night, the Falcon Graphics Cup Series. At the Roval, there was nobody even in the same category. When he finished, I'm pretty sure he was on a different zip code. Everybody, thanks for joining in tonight. If you do want to chat with us, go right ahead. Feel free to chat. If you are on YouTube, you do have to subscribe. If you're on Facebook or if you're on Twitter, go ahead and chat with us. Tell us who you're cheering for. John Bartlett says Far North Motorsports is going to try to finish strong tonight. John and Donnie were able to come back from some early race incidences last week at the dirt track. But had decent finishes. Austin was taken out early. We'll see if they can bounce back tonight. Ryan Lorenzo is out on the track. First lap was a 31.60. Looking to improve upon that. Brian is from the Bronx, New York. And he does. He jumps to the top of the leaderboard, blowing by Aspinall with a 31.15. All right, everybody is qualified that wants to qualify. We're getting ready to go green. All right, your front row for the EFRL Diesel Truck Series for the Kansas Barbecue Capital of the World 90. We got Brian Lorenzo on the outside of him. We got Tyler Aspinall, last night's winner. Newcomer to the series, Landon Lacey in third. Dean DeMer, two-time winner in the last 2 weeks, starting in fourth. Matt Cochran in fifth. Jim Coy in sixth. Chad Waller in seventh. Jeffrey Israel Jr. in eighth. In ninth, we got Dominic Hughes. DC Carroll starting in 10th for his EFRL debut. Joe Darnell in 11th. Forrest Smith in 12th. In 13th, we got Mr. Wayne Lowe, followed by Paul Irvin. Josh Fox in 13th. Frank Hughes in 16th. Will George 17th. Randy Lapidus in 18th. Nick Fuller in 19th. Mr. Lee Krause himself starting in 20th. Starting in 24th, we got Bryn George. 21st, Mr. Justin Hughes. 13th, Daniel Jerza. Bradley Stefane starting in 24th. Starting in 25th, returning to the EFRL after having a baby, Mr. Jesse Adams. Daniel Sparks starting in 26th. John Bartlett 27th. Brandon Dunford in 28th. The man, the myth, the legend, Greg Froelich starting in 29th. Michael Sparks of Mooselander Racing, he's going to be rolling off in that P30. Daniel Park starting in 31st. Ollie Reeves, newcomer to the EFRL, starting in 32nd. Dean Qualley in 31st, and Austin Green in 31st. And last, but certainly not least, might be the last on the field, but he's the first in your heart, Mr. Donnie Bartlett in the 21 machine. These guys are going to pull their belts down tight. We're going to be coming out of turn 4. They'll be looking for that green flag coming to the line. Pace car dives off.
Green flag.
Mr. Lorenzo's going to lead us to the green flag, and they're off. Just like that, we made it through turn 1 and the first lap is complete. Landon Lacey only his second or third start in the EFRL. Let's jump to the lead, followed by Brian Lorenzo, Dean DeMer, Matt Cochran. Tyler Aspinall has dropped down to 5th. This is a wide track. You do got to show a little bit of patience. Let those tires come in. We got a 90-lap race tonight, and talking to some of the drivers, look like the average fuel run is going to be right around 25 laps. So we are definitely pitting a minimum of 2 times. I'm guessing 3 the way these guys are hauling the mail. Robin and Ed, thanks for the mentions for the boys. They'll be happy to see it. Dean DeMer in that usual spot for him so far in the last couple races. He's up front. Very strong truck. first caution of the night. See if we can't see what brought out the caution. Oh, looks like the 42 truck got into the wall a little bit. We'll back that up just to see where it all started. It's going to take place right in front of Mr. A. Kraus. 19 and the 42 get together. Oh! 42 collects Austin Green. There was some warping. I don't know how much damage that's going to cost him. We'll back that up just a little bit, take a little bit better look at that from a different viewpoint here. Austin slowing up, goes to go down low. I don't know, he took some damage and it disappeared. It might not have hurt his truck too bad. It was definitely involving the 42 of Sparks. Do have quite a few trucks down on pit road already. My ticker is showing quite a few drivers out already, but I don't think that's accurate. Austin Green is showing a lap down. You see him right there. Did not make it out of pit road before the pace car come back around. I'm guessing he was repairing that damage. Alright, they're lined back up side by side coming out of turn 4. Dean Demers going to lead us to the green. He's able to go. Once that pace car dips off, he controls the restart on this one.
Green flag.
Got to be careful getting up to speed. Cautions tend to breed cautions. Hopefully they can stretch this out a little bit, give each other some space. Demers got a good lead. They're running 2x2 right behind him. Aspinall on the high side. Got Lacey down low, followed by the 6 of Israel Jr. Chad Waller in the 66. I haven't seen much of Chad this season. But when he is able to race, he puts on a pretty good show. You might see some of the trucks flashing white here for a brief second. We're reloading the skins. Make sure we're showing everybody's correct paint scheme. Looks like we might be going 3 wide here. Right behind Lorenzo. Got the 91 machine of Ollie Reeves. And the caution's back out on the raceway. I am not showing what caused that one. Hopefully with that one, Mr. Austin Green will get his lap back, get the wave around. Oh, 92. Trying to pull a fast one, showed he was going to pit, but did not. Looks like Jesse Adams is in the pits. Got a couple takers. Still only about halfway into this fuel run. Donnie and John, thanks for the like, guys. Bradley, thanks for the follow. If you didn't get a chance, I would highly recommend going back and watching last night's race of the Falcon Graphics Gen 6 Cup Series. Tyler Aspinall put a schooling on at the road course. He led from flag to flag through green flag pit stops that we only had on localized cautions. But Tyler definitely was the man of the hour last night. If you are looking for a place to race, EFRL has racing 4 nights a week. On Monday nights, we got the Falcon Graphics Cup Series running Gen 6 Cup cars, and that is on All-Star 15 TV on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. On Tuesday nights, we are running the Broadway Deisel Truck Series on All the Dirt on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, right where you're watching right now. On Wednesday nights, we have the 4 Cloak Media Next Gen Series, and that is on SR TV on YouTube. And on Thursday nights, we have the Extreme Forces Dirt Car Series, where we like to get down and dirty. That is right here on All the Dirt on Thursday nights. That one's a little bit different because I'm also race control as I am broadcasting. So you get to hear the in-chat audio. Viewer discretion is advised. Sometimes things get a little heated. But yeah, so if you're looking for a place to go race, we've got something special building up with these guys. We got a lot of great competitors. We've been racing together for a little bit now. We got a pretty good community going on. Check us out at Extreme Force Racing League on Facebook. Find our Discord link. Or just join up if you want to come shoot the breeze with us about racing, about other things. Alright, lights are back off on that pace car. We will be getting the green flag when they enter back into the tri-oval one more time. Hopefully it's the last time. Once these guys get a little spread out, the racing will be amazing. I can guarantee it. They just need to get those first 10 laps of green under them just to spread the field out and get some tire wear going. .41 leads us to the line. Aspinall on the high side. Dean gets a great start. Starting to spread out a little bit behind him. We're heading down into turn number 1. Definitely see there's quite a few different lines. Oh! Lacey and the 6 of Israel get together right on the front straightaway in the tri-oval. Backed it up and take a look at it. See if we can't find Mr. Landon Lacey's truck here. He is down on the bottom on the apron as they're coming to the start-finish line. Jeffrey Israel running right around that white line across the tri-oval. See the guys start to move up. Lacey just must not have known he was there. Came up too high, pinches him into the wall. That's what the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. Ooh, got a couple more trucks collected. We got the 88 truck. We got the 66 of Waller involved. Oh, big hit. Look like Hughes is involved. Quite a few of our up front runners. That's not a good sign. Jesse Adams, once guys we haven't talked about too much tonight in that 55 truck. He's got some front end damage in his Wendy's sponsored Chevrolet. Mr. Josh Fox in his brand new ADT Falcon Graphics number 90 truck. Getting some gas and off of pit road he goes. Dean Qualley stayed out on that one. Oh, here he comes down pit road along with John Bartlett. Checking to Mr. Wayne Lowe in that old Ford truck. Looks like he's got some back end damage to him. Might affect him a little bit. Daniel parking that '09 machine. He's got all the dirt on the side with Falcon graphics. I'd like to welcome him to the ADT Racing family. Donnie Bartlett from Marietta, Ohio, currently riding around in 6th. He is up 29 spots from his starting spot. Playing a little bit of strategy on Donnie's part. Greg Froelich faking down pit road. Looks like we do have quite a few trucks out of the event already tonight. Top 4 trucks haven't pit yet. Froelich, Park have not pit yet. Alright, we're going back to green flag racing. Dean DeMer jumps back out to the lead. This time Aspinall is following suit on the inside. Going to be battling with Hughes for that number 2 spot. And then we got Greg Froelich and the 06 of Coy battling for 5th. Austin gets around the 61 truck, but Frank Hughes battling back. Frank won a couple weeks ago in the truck series. His first EFRL win. Bradley Stefan comes out in front of the leaders off of pit road. Hope that doesn't cause a problem. Got a little bit of damage to the front end of that number 89 Arctic Cat machine. Looks like he's staying low, giving the leaders plenty of space. Frank Hughes looking to make it 3 wide with a lap vehicle. Aspinall making the crossover move on the 41, trying to take the lead away from Dean for the first time since he got it on lap 3. Aspinall's going to lead that lap. Now we got Frank Hughes challenging the lead. Aspinall on the high side, Hughes on the bottom. DeMer looking right behind Hughes. Is he going to take it 3 wide? No, DeMers goes back up to that top line. Back down to the bottom. DeMer's all over that track looking for the fastest way around. Newcomer Forrest Smith in that 81 truck, sponsored by 213simware.com. Battling to get up into the top 5. Ooh, 6 truck almost gets into the back of the 41 of DeMer. Very close racing up front. Hughes has taken over the lead from Tyler Aspinall. I do believe Hughes is one of the drivers with fresh tires. We are 27 laps in. These guys that haven't pit yet are going to be out of fuel pretty quick. Now, at this point, they're going to be begging for a caution. Oh, and there it is. No caution. They save it. Maybe. Wow, what a save by Greg Froelich and the guys. Smith in that 81 truck taking the high side around 41 of Demers, closing in on 92 of Aspinall. How's everybody doing tonight? We've got a great race heating up. We got Mr. Frank Hughes up 15 positions, taking over the lead, followed by the number 92 truck of Tyler Aspinall and the 81 of newcomer Forrest Smith. Dan Park in that 09 machine currently looks to be the biggest mover of the race. He is up 25 positions, currently in 6th with his All the Dirt Falcon Graphics sponsored Chevrolet. Falcon Graphics is the title sponsor for our Monday night Gen 6 Cup cars. John Bartlett in that number 11 Polaris machine from Far North Motorsports. That is a little bit of a mouthful for Far North Motorsports, up currently into 8th position. Dustin Carroll up in that number 93 truck, looking to get under low to take over the number 10 position. Oh, sorry, that is for 9th place. Ooh, 93 making an aggressive move down to the bottom to get underneath John Bartlett and Nick Fuller at the same time. Aspinall has regained the lead from Hughes and brought Mr. Forrest Smith with him. Frank Hughes looking to regain 2nd place. Diving down low. Now running low around here will chew up your tires quite a bit. The 41 of Dean Demers is in the pits. He is going to be there for his first green flag run. Pit stop, new gas, new tires. He'll be back on the track. Hopefully it'll cycle back around to him when the rest of these guys have to pit, but it might have been a costly mistake for him to stay out on that last caution. Aspinall dives it in, almost loses control as he enters pit road. Dustin Carroll moves up to 3rd, followed by Daniel Park, Nick Fuller. That 6th car of Jim Coy looks to be dropping like a rock. John Bartlett in the top 5. He's looking underneath the 14 of Fuller. He makes the pass. See if he can hold on to the position here. Looks like that top side is a little faster. Look who's in the top 10. We got Mr. Dean Qualley in that 17 F-150. Ford Cloak Media on the hood of that thing. Oh no, factory something. Well, Dean, gotta make your sponsors more legible. Lincoln Welders on the side of that 17 truck. Nice chrome rims. Bartlett has made around the 09 of Arc. He's up to that 4th place. We're 30 laps in. 38 laps in. Ooh, 93 truck, slow going down the back straightaway. Bartlett up to 3rd, Fuller up to 2nd. Not sure if the 81 truck grazed the wall a little bit. I don't see any damage to the side of that 93 machine. Bartlett looking underneath the 14 one more time, trying to take 2nd away from him. Park is still our biggest mover, up 25 positions. Bartlett is up 24 positions. Got a little scrape on the side there. He's going to lose this spot to the 83 or 93 truck.
Caution, caution.
Oh, we got a caution on the track.
Forward drive there towards the end of that little run we just did.
Not sure where our caution was. Nope. My software is not showing me what caused that caution to come out. Definitely got some trucks tore up. The 13 and the 88, it's almost impossible to read their numbers. Be interesting to see what our pit strategies are here for these gentlemen. All these cars between the pace car and the leader should get a wave around on 1 to go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 cars up there that are going to get a wave around. I'm kind of shocked that Smith, Carroll, and Bartlett did not pit. Smith and Carroll both pitted around lap 18. Bartlett, oh, looks like he did pit just recently. Dean Qualley up to 5th, recently pitted on lap 15. Smith with only a 15-second stop, his last pit stop. I'm guessing he only took tires on one side. Alright, looks like these guys are getting ready to line back up side by side. 4th caution, we're on lap 44. And there those guys are going to get their wave around. So they need to catch up to the end of the lead lap cars when we go green. The 81 of Smith has chosen to start on the high side. They've got these cars wore out just a little bit. They're going to have to be careful getting onto that throttle when we go green. You don't want to spin your tires up front and be the cause of a big crash. Looks like we have 5 cars currently out of the race. No, I'm sorry, make that 9 cars currently out of the race.
Green flag.
Smith on the high side leading us back to green. Oh, we got him making moves in the back, 3 wide. Lowe looking to take over the lead from Carroll and Smith. Dean Qualley battled up to 4th, Coy up to 6th, battling with Bartlett over that top 5 position. Oh, they touched it just a little bit going through the tri-oval. Bartlett backs off just a little bit. And we are over halfway to the finish. Dean Qualley up to P2. We'll see if Dean's got anything for the 04 truck of Lowe. Looks like the back end of Lowe does have some damage on that right rear fin that could affect his aero package just a little bit. Smith, Carroll, and Coy looking at 3 wide behind him. Ooh, Daniel Park has reportedly crashed. Let's see what happened to Daniel. Got Tyler Aspinall on the inside of Daniel. Aspinall comes up the track. Oh. See if we collect anybody else. He's got it locked down. Just clips that 97 a little bit. Looks like everybody else makes it by. Park trying to get it back going again. Almost spins out. Ooh, there goes a 90 of Fox. He's got some scuff marks on the right side of his truck. Alright, we are on lap 50. Quali has been out on these tires for 31 laps. Load pit 9 laps ago. Carroll pit 9 laps ago. Same with Smith. Bartlett, all these guys. On the 7th place, we got the 45 of Bryn George. He's been out there on 32 laps. Austin Green's been out for 32 laps. These guys are stretching the limits on that fuel. We have had some caution laps, so that helps. We'll probably see some of these guys dipping back in. We'll see what Dean does this time around. They would still have to pit one more time. No, these guys stay out. These guys are definitely playing some strategy. Hey Brandon, thanks for tuning in. Cheering on Mr. Dunford. Looks like he is currently sitting in 15th position. Let's see if we can't find him. Yeah, Brandon Dunford. Got a little rear end damage. I think he got collected early, but not a whole lot of damage. Front end looks like it's been shortened up just a hair. Following right behind that 15 truck of Austin Green. Brandon is up 13 positions from his starting spot. Austin is currently sitting in 14th. He is up 20 spots. Our biggest mover right now, though, is that 17 truck, Mr. Dean Qualley, currently running in second spot. Up 31 positions. Dean decided not to qualify, started way in the back. Kept his nose clean. That truck is still nice and straight. He's going to be lining up. Looks like Lowe has chosen the bottom for this restart. Got to be careful not to spin their tires when we go back to green flag racing. Tonight's Crash Cam is brought to you by Falcon Graphics. If you're looking for a wrap for pretty much any car, come check out Falcon Graphics. They're on Facebook. Alright, pace car dips off. Lowe's going to lean us to the green flag with Dean Qualley on the outside.
Green flag.
That truck's 3 wide back there, pushing it kind of early. Dean Qualley right on the back bumper of that 04 truck, looking to make something happen. Back just a little bit, we got Smith and Carroll. Smith got a good strong run coming out of turn 4. Close that gap up on Qualley just a little bit. Qualley gets a good run coming into 3, lifts just a little bit. That allows the 81 of Smith to close up on his back end. John Bartlett, his truck still nice and straight up in 6th. John sponsored by Polaris Industries. Qualley losing just a little bit of ground to that 04 truck of Lowe. Laps in the books. Qualley right back on that 04 truck, hoping he makes a mistake that he can capitalize on. Guys still continue to run nose to tail. Let's check on early race leader Dean Demers. Dean is back up to the 8th place, catching up on John Bartlett and Bryn George. Tyler Aspinall and Nick Fuller right behind him. Ooh, Aspinall cuts up the track right in front of Fuller. Fuller does a crossover move to get underneath of him. Nick Fuller's not today, buddy. Aspinall goes back to the low side. In 11th. We got Mr. Brandon Dunford knocking on that top 10 once again. on the lap truck of number 4. Wayne Lowe is putting a little bit of a gap now between him and Mr. Qualley. 0.4 seconds and then 0.6 of a second between Qualley and Smith. They're currently 2 wide for that 5th place between Dustin Carroll and Jim Coy. John Bartlett right behind them, followed by Bryn George in the 45 truck. '19 of Dunsford has cracked the top 10. Currently up 18 positions. John Bartlett looking to go underneath the 06 of Coy. Right behind him, we've got Bryn George in the 45 truck looking to follow him through. You make a hole, I'll follow, he says. Joe Coey from East Norton, PA. Bryn George from Martinsburg, West Virginia, battling it out side by side with John Bartlett as they head down into turn 2. Oh, here comes Dean Demur in that number 41 machine, making a move to the high side. He should not have stuck his nose into there. Oh, able to hold on to it, but dives down pit road. Dean Qualley, hometown of Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada. Got a couple Canadians in the field tonight. Lee Krause, Daniel Jerza, and the 2 Sparks. That was definitely a pucker factor moment for the 11 truck. There was not enough space for Dean Demur to stick his nose in there. That could have ended real bad. '97 of Lapapus in the pits. Oh, got a blinker just a little bit. Kind of a scary time to have a blinker when you're trying to maneuver around lapped cars. Everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. We are at Kansas Speedway for the EFRL Broadway Deisel Performance Repair and Service Series. Had a pretty long green flag run. We got the 17 of Dean Qualley trying to wheel in the 04 of Wayne Lowe. Wayne's got a little bit of back end damage, but he is still a very strong truck. Dustin Carroll in his first ever EFRL start is up to 3rd. John Bartlett, after recollecting himself after the 41, put him in a bad spot, is currently running in 8th. Dunford up to 7th. Bryn George currently 6th. Nick Fuller in 5th. Tyler Aspinall is back up to P3. Aspinall was last night's winner at the Roval with the Gen 6 Falcon Graphics Cup Series. We got 19 laps to go. I foresee these front runners still having to have a green flag pit stop yet. You can see Aspinall is a lot faster than Quali currently. Quali's dipping down on that apron. We're going to see him come down pit road. Hate to give up the track position, but you don't want to run out of gas either. See if he just takes fuel or if he takes fuel and tires. Right sides are up on that truck. Just a two-tire stop for Quali. 04 of Lowe coming down this time, followed with Fuller. That's going to hand the lead over to the 92 truck of Tyler Aspinall. Tyler won our first ever EFRL Truck Series race. He's had a handful of wins here and there, currently switched over to Fords. Looks like they've made a difference, and here comes Aspinall down pit road. That will hand over the lead to Hughes. With Austin Green currently in second. You did see the 17 truck of Quali, but he is battling to stay on that lead lap currently. Here comes Bryn George back up to speed. 16 laps to go. We got Daniel Park in all the dirt sponsored truck. Nick Fuller going by him to get his lap back. Bryn George getting his lap back. Park was involved in a scuffle a couple laps ago, but it didn't look to do too much damage to his machine. $15 laps to go. The 06 truck going by him, getting his lap back. Austin Green catching him. Third place is currently Fox, followed by the 41 of Demur, 81 of Smith, the 61 of Hughes. Then we got Lowe's, Quali, Darnell, and Fuller. Park last pitted on lap 42. Austin Green pitted on lap 50. Demur pitted on 67. Park and Green are probably going to have to pit again. Yep, Park is diving down pit road now. Austin Green's going to lead that lap. 55 of Jesse Adams getting the lap back. Next closest truck behind Green is Fox, 8.5 seconds back. Austin Green's got 12 laps to go. Does he have enough fuel to make it to the end, or is he going to need to pit? That answers that. Austin Green down on the apron, coming to pit road this time by. That is going to hand the lead to Josh Fox in that number 90 machine. Fox is pitting as well. Dean Demur is going to get handed the lead. But he's got Lowe and Smith catching him quick. We got 11 laps to solve this one. Lowe is catching up to Demur. He's going to be making a move on him coming into turn 1. Looking high, looking low. 41 goes down to block. He gets a little bump from the 04. 04 letting him know I'm not happy with that kind of racing. Do that too many times and it's not going to end well for either driver. We got Lowe looking up high this time. We got a lap truck of the 4 in front of these guys. Smith looking to capitalize. Hughes is in 4th. We got Dean Qualley up to 5th again. Dean's having a great run. 9 laps to go. Lowe looks high. Coming out of turn 4. 41 moves high with him. At the stripe, it's still Demur. They are side by side as they enter turn 1. Lowe's got a slight advantage on exit. Will he be able to maintain it? Lowe has got a commanding lead over Demur now. 7 laps to go. Looks like the tires have equalized out. Demur's trying to get some traction up on that high side and get a good run coming out. Lowe continues to stretch that lead out. Bryn George looking to catch the 17 of Qualley for 4th. Bryn George right on the back bumper of that 17 truck. Bryn George looking to make a move down low, Qualley up high. Fuller falls down below the 45, trying to follow him through. Aspinall back up into 7th after his green flag pit stop. Five laps to go. Lowe continues to stretch that lead out. 3/4 of a second now over Demur in 2nd. 2.5 over Smith in 3rd. Ooh, 3 wide with a lap truck in the middle. Lap truck of number 90, Fox. Bryn George up to 3rd. We got 4 laps to go. Fuller up to 4th, Smith 5th, Aspinall 6th, Dean Qualley 7th, Frank Hughes in 8th, Brandon Dunford in 9th, Coy in 10th. Coming up on some more lap trucks, the number 88 truck. Three laps to go. Lowe has got a pretty safe lead. 1.3 seconds over the 41 truck of Demur. Demur was so fast in the early stages of this race. Wayne Lowe, though, has made his presence known in the EFRL. Green flag pit stops and charges back to the front to pass Demur on green flag conditions. That's a tough thing to do. No one's been able to do it the last 2 weeks. Lap and a half to go for the 04 truck of Wayne Lowe. Fuller and George battling it out for 3rd. Aspinall up in the wall. Bryn George up into the wall. We have taken the white flag. We will not have a green-white checkered. Ooh, 81 of Smith up into the wall. Wayne Lowe entering turn 3 for the last time. Got a lap truck of Brad Stefan in front of him. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Lowe, Demur, Fuller, Bryn George, Tyler Aspinall, Smith, Qualley, Hughes, Dunford, and Coy are our top 10 finishers for the night. What a race. Had some cautions early on, but a great finish under green flag conditions. Wow, what a finish. One thing I do want to go back to, and that is the incident between the 41 and John Bartlett before that last round of pit stops. That was an amazing save by all drivers involved. Great job, guys. All right, we're going to get our leaders lined up here on the front straight. We'll get some interviews. Hughes coming up to congratulate his teammate. Wow, what a race. Pardon me while I adjust our cameras just a little bit. All right, we'll see if our drivers are ready for interviews. All right, we're going to be starting with our third place finisher, Mr. Nicholas Fuller. Hey, Nick, this is Mick up in the booth, bud. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. That was an amazing finish.
Yeah, I was getting pretty tight there for a while. I had my teammate Tyler with me. I was hoping to use that to my advantage and give that an opportunity to kind of get to third and hopefully second. I thought I might have a chance there, but things got kind of dicey a few times with some lap cars and whatnot. But glad to keep her clean for top 3.
Yeah, it looks like Tyler might have got into the wall on one of those last couple of laps. Definitely lost some momentum.
Yeah, I saw that in my mirror. I hope I didn't look at it yet, but I hope I didn't make contact with the guy I was battling when he hit the wall out of 4. I think we were just kind of tight racing, and he kind of just drove it in there. And but yeah.
Looks like you do have some damage to the front end of your truck. It looks like you got into something a little bit earlier, but it didn't affect you too much there at the end.
Yeah, it was that first caution. The spun kind of saved it off my car. Had some optional damage. I definitely was fighting it the whole race, and then had contact with another car in the middle of the race. But when the tires start to wear out, I feel like I was really like faster than everybody on worn tires. So I stayed out longer. I felt like I was making up a lot of time and put me in this position for the top 3.
Yeah, congratulations. You were up 16 positions from your starting spot. That is amazing. Good job, bud.
Yeah, I got to get better at qualifying. Maybe I need to get on the sim a little earlier and just rip some hot laps, because that was tough to start from back there.
Well, it's been a while since we've seen you up in the podiums. You've had some struggles this season, but it's good to see you back up here again.
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully keep on making appearances back here.
All right, but is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Give a shout out to my teammates, give me information on the track and conversation during the race, and shout out to you guys at the broadcast booth, and to my wife taking care of the kids up in bed in case they wake up, so I can get these races done.
You definitely need that support.
You know it.
All right, bud. Well, thank you very much, and good luck next week.
Thanks. Have a good one.
All right, we'll go to our second place finisher, Mr. Dean Demur. Dean, this is Mick up in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
I do. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. You are definitely no stranger to a podium finish. You won the last 2 weeks in a row. Couldn't quite close her out tonight.
Yeah, it was a great race. It came down to strategy there at the end, and I was just on the wrong strategy. But I'm glad I could beat everybody else on my strategy. That's for sure.
It definitely looked like you had a major pucker moment right before that last green flag pit stop. It was between you, Bryn George, and the number 11 truck of John Bartlett. Looked like you tried to nose in between them, and there wasn't quite enough room. You guys were all able to save it and continue on.
Was that right before the pit stop?
I think it was like a lap before, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was stuck on the outside, and I had like 2 laps of fuel left, and I was trying to get around those guys. That's why I kind of forced the issue there. And then I tried to get to the bottom and came across, I don't know, someone's nose, but I made it to pit road, and yeah, it was it was a pucker moment.
Yeah, that was definitely a great save by you and everybody involved. Pretty crazy race there. Next week, another big track. I'm sure we're going to see you up front again.
Yeah, I thought the race was going to go a little different, but tires fell off a lot faster than what it did in practice or what I practiced, and 5 laps difference, was a second difference at the end there. So good win to Wayne there, well deserved, and I'll try to go get him next week.
All right, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before I let you go?
Yeah, my workplace, Haley's Construction. I drive a concrete truck for him, so have him on the hood tonight, and doing well. Feels good.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again on your podium finish. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we've got him, the man of the hour, Mr. Wayne Lowe.
How you doing?
How you doing, Wayne? That was some amazing driving the last half of that race, sir.
Yeah, clean air is a big deal. I mean, lap 1 of the race, I went to the bottom out of 2, went down on the apron, just went to the back, because with this kind of like plate type racing, I knew there was going to be a bunch of wrecks. So just keep all 4 fenders on it, be there at the end.
It looks like you did have some damage on the back and a little bit on the front. Must have got into the back of somebody.
I got into Dean on the final like 10 laps of the race. I didn't expect him to be that much slower on only like 5-lap old tires. And the back of it, there was the first crash back in the back. I got slowed down to like, I don't know, 80 mile an hour and just got run over by the only truck that was behind me. I thought that was going to be a pretty big deal, but it wasn't too bad to the back.
No, late in the race, I know Dean was trying everything he could when you guys were leading before that last round of green flag pit stops. He could come to your back bumper, but he just couldn't get around you.
Yeah, once you have 10 laps on the tires, any dirty air at all, I mean, you're at a big disadvantage. So as long as you just, hit your marks, run your line, and keep dumping dirty air on their nose, it's going to be hard for them to get around you.
Yeah, that was a great finish. I was really happy to see that it went green the last half. We had some nice green flag pit stops, a little different strategies. Didn't quite work out for the 41 truck. After those green flag pit stops, you were able to power around him, and then there was nothing much he could do about it.
Yeah, it's I didn't expect it. I think he only pitted 5, maybe 6 laps before me. I didn't expect him to be that much slower, especially getting in. I had to work on the outside, but once you get to somebody's outside, if they're on older tires and they're struggling, they can't get the power down off the corner. They're going to slide up or they're going to have to lift. So once I got to his quarter panel, it was pretty easy to just go right around him on the top.
All right, well, that's a pretty good night for the Misfit race team. I'll probably put you back in the points lead for team points. You and your buddies over at Hughes Garage had a decent finish for most of your guys. I think only one of them didn't have a good finish tonight. Yeah, Frank finished in 8th.
Jeff got caught up in that big wreck there at the beginning, or in the middle of the race.
Yep.
But I'd like to thank some people, all my teammates, obviously. Justin Hughes, he's racing this league. He owns Hughes Garage, so anybody in the Hickory, North Carolina area, need something worked on in your car, head over there. If you want a good mechanic that does honest work at honest prices. And I also want to thank his wife, Rochelle Hughes, the dark one, for making all the paint schemes.
Oh, awesome. I didn't know she did those.
Yeah, she taught herself how to do it just because I wanted to use garage on the truck. So she went and taught her. She doesn't even iRace, but she taught herself how to do it just to make paint schemes for us.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, next week we are at Auto Club Speedway, another big track, lots of racing room. Hopefully we'll have another great race next week.
Yeah, I expect it to be very tight there. That's the corners are just shaped odd there. I've never really got the hang of that place, but we'll see what we can do. See how the racing looks and try to devise a strategy again.
All right, Wayne, well, congratulations bringing it home in P1 tonight, and we hope to see you back on the podium next week.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Yep, have a good night. All right, and with that, another broadcast from All the Dirt and the EFRL Extreme Forces Racing League Broadway Deisel Performance and Service Repairs has come to a close. We'd like to thank everybody that has joined us tonight. Once again, if you are looking for a place to race, we race 4 nights a week. We'd always be happy to have more people. Hey Dan, no problem, man. You were up front. We got you on the big screen a couple times. And with that, I'd like to thank everybody one more time. Coming and spending your Tuesday night with us. You guys have a wonderful night. Stay warm, and we will see you next week.